Yeah, like I said, I was in the store yesterday, in Dollar Tree, rather. You can go check the video out, what I was saying. I wished I could have actually recorded the incident that actually happened, but it caught me off guard. What happened was I bought, day before yesterday, I bought 2 cans, night before last, I bought 2 cans of Pringles. And I bought some other, like beans and stuff like that with it. But when I got home and I went to try to, I opened up one of them. The first one I opened up, it was already open. So I said, I already had in my mind made up. What I was gonna do is that I was gonna take it back. And what I did, I realized that the receipt was still in the bag. And I thought they was gonna look at the receipt and whatever, but I did get a chance to take it back. That's the whole point. I took it back and I went to a so-called white woman, and I tried as I was explaining what was going on. I came up here last night and I bought this, and one of this was open. She in essence got smart and told me to go to the so-and-so girl, the so-called, and it was another so-called white woman working at the cash register. And I said, well, I was assuming you was the manager because you looked like you was the manager. And because normally the people that's working just as a regular cashier, they be like, I just work here. You got to go to the manager. Or either sometimes they probably could do it. It just depends. So I'm just assuming, so well, since that person is there, I'm assuming that was the manager because they dressed like a manager. And right off, just right off the top, go to that person, not me. I'm right there, like that. And I'm like, so I just came out, since she came out with them racist slurs like that, I just went on, I let her know what she was. I said, I see why the Bible said that so-called white people are the devil that the Bible speaks of. Then she made a statement and said, oh, now you being racist. When I said, racist, I said, how is I'm racist? You put your forefathers and your people, put my people in slavery. So how you gonna stand here and tell me I'm racist when you demonstrating the characteristics of a race when I was coming in here just trying to do business and change these chips and told you that they was already open because an average person would have took and told you, okay, just keep the receipt, go back there and get what you had. Here, they keep the receipt up in the front and you go back there and get the same kind or whatever, and you bring them back to the front and they give you back. Okay, then you go and you good to go. Once you come back up there and you show them and they look at the receipt, okay, you good to go, you can take it. No, she didn't do that. So they had a couple more other so-called black people that was in there, and I was actually standing up for them too. You see what I'm saying? So I was just walking, man, and really, they really find all kinds of ways to mess with you. You could be walking down the streets or whatever, and then they'll be in their cars and stuff, and they'll try to in so many words, they'll try to throw racist slurs and throw out. Let me tell y'all something. We know that to an extent, the Bible does mention color, but according to this society, when a so-called white person look at you, especially up here in the South, up here in this part of Louisiana, it's got a lot of racism and stuff up here. And don't never believe because you light skinned or you brown or whatever, and you brown colored or whatever, they gonna overlook that shit. They not gonna overlook that shit. I don't care if you look similar to a so-called white man. If you look similar to him, they not gonna look at that and be like, no, they're not gonna look at that. They're gonna handle and treat you, a brown-skinned person, just like they would do a dark-skinned person. When people walk around and they say, well, I don't see color and all that kind of stuff, don't pay that no mind. That's bullshit. Because if you walking, or whether you driving or whatever, and you driving a car and you ain't got no insurance or no driver's license on there, you're gonna find out real quick that that's bullshit, because that so-called white man is not willing to let you keep your expired license, or if you don't have license at all, and no insurance on your car, and tell you, oh, I don't look at color, just go ahead on, you good. Because you're gonna find out real quick that there's a bullshit lie that they spreading. They selling you the lie, but you get your ass out here and get in trouble with their laws. Guess what they're gonna do? Take your goddamn they're gonna take your vehicle, and then they're gonna take you too, and put you in hand. Y'all know what that means when I say hand, and then they're gonna put you in the thing called cuffs. And if you got any wants or anything like that on you, you going and the car gonna get towed. And then that's not even counting. Then they gonna give you a court date. You got or whatever. So don't never fool yourself like the lie that they pushing and telling you, because they themselves know what they telling you is bullshit. They know it's bullshit, but they don't care as long as you buying into the lie. But you get out of order. What that so-called white man gonna do? He gonna be like, okay, put your hands behind your back and turn around. No, turn around and put your hands behind your back. And if you don't comply, what I'm trying to share y'all is that you're gonna find out what real and truth is when that reality step in. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna turn around and they're gonna show you exactly what you're gonna find out real quick. Well, the color has something to do with it. If you ain't 100% European, you don't look. You can forget call yourself, well, I'm a little light skinned and I'm a little brown skinned and I'm gonna be treated this way, I'm gonna be treated that way. You're definitely deceiving yourself if you think that the so-called white man is just gonna be willing to just within his spirit look at you and like give you a pat. Oh, he brown skinned, I'm gonna treat him like equal to us. That will never happen, not in a world like this. He will never treat you like him, because at the end of the day, when he look at each and every one of us, he gonna always put you in a certain category. He gonna always put us in a certain category. Even your Bible tells you this, that we are not the same. There are 18 nations in the Bible. We all are not the same. And you will find out real quick that you're not the same. Now you can say what you want, chop it up and slice it and dice it how you want to do it. But I'm here to tell you, partner, it ain't gonna work like that. The lie that they selling you, it's a dream. It is a dream. It's a dream. It's a dream that they selling you. They selling you a lie, and what they're doing, they're cheating you. You're being cheated out of knowledge. You are. They don't see color and all that type of shit. Whatever. Just keep on. Just keep on deceiving yourself. And the so-called white man is going to show you that themselves, that what they told you to repeat, they're going to let you know through their actions that you believed in some bullshit. It's something that basically what they saying, we trick you. We trick your ass. We trick your black ass, or we trick your nigger ass and all that. They may not come out and just say the words like that, but deep down on the inside of their heart, that's how they looking at it. Because when they look at you and when they pull you over, and this and that and the third. Because I remember when I was in Cobb County, right, in Georgia, right, even though I was getting ready to cross the streets or whatever, over there you can't even cross the walk. Walk across the street, and you got to use the crosswalk. You got to go to the red light and use the crosswalk. You just can't just dive across like that. But if you do and they see you, they will pull you over and they will give you a ticket, right? Them so-called white people I remember they gave me $110 ticket and told me I had to pay it. So I came home, and of course it disappointed my family, disappointed my mother, and this and that and the third. So she went out of her way to try to make sure I had that I got the money, and that the money was had or whatever, and so on and so forth, and went and paid it off. But my point is, when I was in the process, when he stopped me or whatever, you know what? When he got on his what you call that thing, the intercom, the speaker, or whatever you want to call it, he got on called the other deputies or whoever, people that's tied to the so-called white man's slave department, the police. I call it the slave department, police department, and told him, said, we have a black male here, and that's what he literally said. He was talking to me. So I'm like, okay, them people don't care about that. Well, brown, whatever. They don't give a damn about brownish, red, and brownish this and that. No, they not. They just gonna call you black. They not gonna sit up there and just waste their time. They gonna look at you like he said, the first thing came out of his mouth, we have a black male talking to me. Yeah, so the point is, they don't look at you and say, oh, this is a mixed person, We're going to treat this person different because they're, according to the Bible, society look at it like that. There's no such thing as mix you out with your father is. But the society, the so-called white man, that's how they're going to look at it. They're not going to put you in a dominant category, the so-called dominant category, because the people that is the so-called dominant society would be the people that control the world, control everything, control the internet. All this stuff here, the so-called white people control that. They set it up, they can shut it off. They can do all of that. They can stop your money and everything because they control every single thing. Now, no so-called black person, no one can argue me with this here. It is true. The so-called white man can just shut it down if they want to. They can, because why? They control everything. We don't control this media stuff. A Jewish man, a so-called white man, they control all this stuff, right? They control everything. So when they look at you, they're gonna put you in the what is called the least category. They're gonna put you in the least category. They're not gonna put you in the dominant. The dominant category stands for white supremacy, which people look at as the dominant society that rules everything, right? They're not gonna put you in their category. They're gonna put you in a lesser category. Meaning they're not gonna put you, they say you equal, here, but you're not really equal. But that's the lie that they're gonna sell us if you buy the bullshit. If you buy the bullshit, they're gonna accept. I mean, they're gonna go right along with you. But at the end of the day, they just sitting right there looking at you and they laugh. They sitting right there laughing. Mm-hmm. He done bought our bullshit. But let him fuck up one time and watch what we do. We're gonna slap his ass right behind. We're gonna slap them cups on his ass and take his ass downtown. If he ain't got no driver's license, no insurance, this and that and the third, we gonna show him exactly what time it is when it comes to that. We don't see color. We all are the same and this and that. When they pull you over, they're not gonna be saying all of that. That's the lie that they sell you if you're weak-minded to buy the bullshit lie that they put out. Now tell me I'm lying. Tell me I just lied. Any of you, tell me I just lied. Put it in the comment section. Anybody come on here and say something, you're gonna be defeated. You might be able to debate me. You might be able to make some good points. But guess what? Your points gonna lose. Because you can't beat me in no debate when it comes to stuff like this here. And you don't have to be the smartest person on the planet in order to be able to do that. So that's my whole point of this video. You say that I don't look at and I don't see color and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Get your ass tangled up in the law and in this society and see when he set his eyes on you, you gonna hear him talk and what come out of his mouth. Anything you say can be will be used against you in the court of law. You're gonna find out real quick that when they get through taking your ass through the ringers, what they is, because they gonna show you exactly what world you living in. Oh yeah, they gonna do that. They ain't gonna treat you the same. They don't give a damn how handsome, how pretty, how whatever it is that you is. If you are a man or a woman of color, your ass is gonna be treated. You're not gonna be in the dominant category. I'm here to tell you that now. Even the Bible tells you that in so many words that you're not gonna be in the dominant. That's right, I said it, in the dominant category. And he knows that as well too. The Jewish man that they control this social media stuff, they know right now listening to this video that this is no bullshit what I'm saying. But if they get you to believe the lies that they push into the world, all they doing, they sitting back and they laughing at you all. With the Christian Bible, talking about you a Christian. They sitting back themselves and they know in their mind that what we sold these so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American people, we know it's bullshit. But because we know that, we're not going to tell them it's bullshit. We're going to continue to just keep them ignorant because we want them to stay. We don't want them to wake up and come to who they are. We don't want them to know that they Judah according to the Bible. We don't want them to know that that the so-called Haitians, the so-called Creole people are from their real tribe. It's Levi in the Bible. They don't want the so-called Dominicans from the tribe of Simeon to know who they are. So guess what? We're going to continue to sell them this lie because we want to benefit off of their rape, robbing, murdering, and suffering. So I'm going to get up out of here, people. when people say, I don't see color, the so-called white man is going to show you, don't buy the bullshit lie that the so-called white man don't see color. That's the video title. Don't buy the bullshit lie believing that the so-called white man say he don't see color. I'm out.